The number one skill to be a good investor is patience and extreme patience. So if you are the kind of person who loves to watch paint dry, then the investing business is for you. And especially in public market investing, things can take many years to play out. Even our RASAS investing, which was so extremely undervalued, did nothing for a couple of years. I mean, to have that type of distortion in the market last for all these years is really quite remarkable. But that's the nature of investments, is that we are going to see our patience tested. And so patience is very important. I think the second thing that's really important is that you should be able to have the thesis of your investment in 3 or 4 sentences. Why is this investment going to work? What are the drivers? And it should be something that you should be able to explain to a 10 or 12-year-old without losing them and without losing their attention span. So it's very important to be very patient, and it's very important to have extreme simplicity. So investment ideas can be complicated, but once you've done the work, that complexity should be gone and replaced with something relatively simple. And, it kind of becomes easy that way. Sometimes I get asked, like, okay, so this, our investment in Turkey, RASAS, which is now a very large portion of the portfolio, how did you have the conviction? Well, it's the easiest stock to have conviction in because my reference point is what's the liquidation value? I mean, the intrinsic value is higher than that, but we haven't even gotten to liquidation value. So when we get to a full liquidation value, then we can look at what is the intrinsic value. So it's easy to hold the stock if it's below liquidation value. And so the only thing I need to really do in terms of the business is have an understanding of what liquidation value is. And that's it. And so the thesis is very simple. And conviction to hold it is also very simple because everything is obvious. So if you don't have extreme clarity and extreme simplicity in your thesis, then when the stock drops 50%, which a lot of stocks will drop 50% after you buy them, you would not have the patience then to hold it because you would start second guessing all kinds of things. But if you have a hard coded, thesis in your head, which you think is high probability, and if that thesis is intact after the drop, the conviction stays intact as well. So I think those are the important things, is to extreme patience coupled with extreme simplicity.